Hello, and welcome back to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. I'm Rosa.
Oh, Sharyn and Rosa? Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
We're going back to original.
Oh, right, okay, with Sharyn and Rosa? Okay.
Y'all, it's going to be Rosa soon by herself doing just Rosa because Sharyn is a mess.
Oh,
she is way
me
too much.
roll it out. Roll it out.
But next week, I probably am going to put something on there with my family while we're at Thanksgiving. So
Yeah.
might be a short, might be
Next
something
2 weeks.
else. We're
Yeah.
gonna figure it out, but I'll definitely take some footage
Actually, 2 weeks.
to share it with you all.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be
Okay.
nice. Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, Sharyn won't be there. Just so whoever is looking for her, she's not gonna be there. She's gonna be right here in San Diego. Come get her for Thanksgiving.
Come get her, right? I'm available.
Yeah, I'm just playing with you. But anyway, thank you for joining us for another episode of Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. We so appreciate each and every one of you all.
We do.
And I guess I probably said my announcement, but you have any announcements?
Oh, we've been promising them a date for when we're going to go live. And all I can say is it will be before Christmas. And promising next show, we're just going to say it.
I know. We've been promising y'all for like 3 weeks.
Because look, everybody's busy and people scrolling around. But the beautiful thing about communications and tech and everything is just no matter where you're at, you can download us. You can check us out. As people do.
Yeah,
as people do.
True. So. That's so true. But we are going to go live. We really enjoyed that. And you all just made us feel so good. So we thank you. All right. Y'all know it's shout out time. Well, for those who are new, please like, subscribe, and share our videos.
Yes.
For those returning, you know it is shout outs. All right, let's do shout outs. First shout out goes to Felix A. Thank you. And thank you for your comment. I saw your comment on the short that I put of Sharyn when she won her little jackpot at the casino.
Well, and when we say little, not so little.
little, whatever.
It was all right.
You know what they say with people who put that little in there? They trying to make you feel smaller.
No, right.
I see you got a little car now, a little new car.
I know exactly.
Yeah. But I didn't want to downplay you.
No.
With her jackpot. Okay. Next we have Danielle P. Thank you, and thank you for your comment as well. We appreciate you just being a subscriber to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. And last but not least, 144. Thank you for being a subscriber to our channel. We appreciate each and every one of you guys, and we just thank you for tuning in every time.
Yeah.
Thank you. And hit that bell so y'all could, get notification whenever we put something out. So whether it's a short, another video, y'all will know when we are on the air or when we go live. It'll also let you know when we go live.
Busy. We be busy.
So hit the bell. All right. So
one note before we go any further, I'm with her. And I just want to say a special, my wife is looking really good today. You look good every day, baby, but I don't know. Must be that.
Because I have a one shoulder thing on. That makes me look good.
No, you look good. It's the jewelry. Okay,
thank you. I appreciate that.
No, you look good. You look good every day, but today, let's get through this thing. We might need to do something.
Yeah, exactly. I think I got this from Paparazzi, Miss Phyllis.
Yeah, Miss Phyllis, right.
Yeah, I think I got that from her.
Everything on the table, $5.
$5. Y'all looking for this? Go to Miss Phyllis. She'll let you know. All right, so let's get into today's topic.
Yeah, it's a little serious.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about supporting your spouse.
Yes.
So I know one of our other videos, very similar, but this time we're just going to go into other stuff.
Yeah, different areas of it. Yeah,
different endeavors for whatever's going on in your relationship. So let's get into it.
Please kick us off.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
So there's so many ways to support your spouse, right? Because I know when you all are saying, well, what do they mean supporting your spouse? I mean, you can support them emotionally, financially,
spiritually.
You got business wise, or if that's whatever word that comes under, whatever the meaning is, there's so many different aspects in supporting your wife, and mentally too. That's a big one. I feel like we all come with something that mentally we have, or that we feel like is causing that in the relationship. So as a spouse, how do you support that person? How do you go about doing that? And I know when Sharyn and I got together, ours happened so quickly that we didn't even have time to figure out who had what was going on with everybody, all of that. So, but it's one of the things that, we had to learn about each other, and then figure out how we can, be there to support that person.
Right.
Like, for instance,
go ahead.
Yeah. Like, for instance, one of the things that I am so cognitive of is Sharyn's PTSD. I feel like she got PTSD. She don't feel like she got PTSD.
That's an interesting way to start the conversation.
You know what I said, but I'm just saying, we talking about mentally. How do you gonna go there and?
Yeah, well, that's significant. It's significant, but for the record, I'm going to say.
You don't have PTSD?
I'm going to say I don't have it, but I could play one
I
on
knew
TV.
she was going to deny it.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some issues there, and I will say, and I don't want to get out of rhythm here with today's video, but I will say I'm sure there have been some very close moments for you and for me. But remember, they're even more for me because I'm the one that's experiencing it.
Right, and I'm not saying it's a big deal or a big problem. It's just that I've never dealt with anybody who has like night terrors, or who has different things going on with their PTSD. I get it. I'm your biggest supporter. So
yeah, you are. And I appreciate.
And that's
that.
just one example of like
one of the many.
Yeah, of things that could be happening. Like, what are some of mentally things? My ADHD. She has a hard time sometimes, I think, dealing with that, because if I don't take my meds, I am all over the place. I get that. And
but I've gotten used to it,
right? Because you're supporting me in the best way that you know how.
Right? And just because not just me, but whoever's out there going through similar situations, just because you see it, know about it, and experience it, does not mean that you're still okay with it. It still can freak you out, make you feel unlike yourself,
or just turned off.
But, turned on. Because sometimes we shut down. It's not because we don't want to help. It's because we don't know how to help.
Right.
One, giving her space, realizing like it's not about me. It's about like, hey, sweetie, you need to exhale. You need some quiet time. You need some leave me alone, Sharyn, for probably the next day. Will work. Exactly. Or whatever it is.
But I know sometimes too, like when I haven't taken my meds in a while, the first thing Sharyn will say is, "Have you taken your meds today?" Then I kind of have to digress and like figure out what just happened throughout that day for her to say that. And then we can go from there. Yeah. So when she gives me that clue, then I kind of know. Maybe I need to start back up. And I take them for like 2 weeks at a time, and then I'll come off of them, just because I don't like taking meds, one, and I don't
well, you don't like having to have to. And
right,
and I understand that.
But one of the tapes that plays in my head too is I have a lot of family who are substance abusers, and to me it's like, ooh, I don't want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I get scared. Not saying that I am. I think I have some resistance to some type of attachments anyway. You know what I'm saying? I have a hard time attaching to stuff. So I think that probably is not going to, I'm probably not going to ever go down that road in a sense. But in my mind, when I'm taking meds, it just feels like I'm going down that road.
Sure.
So yeah, so it's just a lot mentally and that we come in, because Sharyn didn't know that I had ADHD.
I thought it was something. I just didn't know what the something was. I'm not a doctor, though I play one on TV. All jokes aside, I just didn't know what the something was.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking like, did I marry this crazy woman? But I knew there were just times when it was a little bit more difficult for me to reach her, and or maybe she's just not available right now to take on any more stuff from me because she's in her own stuff.
Right.
You know
what
I mean?
Right.
And it's okay. It really is okay. It's going to be okay. We're working it out, and it's cool. But
I'm not the average person either.
No, well, we're not. We're all unique.
And one of our subscribers called me out. She was like, she said something about, it's not normal to not wake Sharyn up to go to the hospital with me, which I get, and it probably is not the average person. I think we live in a society sometimes that we just want everybody to be with us, but we don't need that. If you're comfortable with yourself, like, but I get where she was coming from, because something could happen, and but I did inform Sharyn as to where I was going. And what I was explaining to her was that, I just did the best that I thought for our family, that works with us. And that's how you gotta run your life. You can't do things that people think is normal when it doesn't work with, your family. So individual, and that's how you have to support one another, because nobody is the same. Nobody's gonna be the same as your ex. Your ex might have liked this, but this person may not like that. Your new boo may not like anything that your ex like, not even knowing that. So you have to treat that person as, what they come to the table with, and who they are.
And I think we do a pretty good job of that, but making sure that, you out there in lesbian land and far beyond, what are we talking about today? We are definitely talking about supporting your spouse. Yes. And with that, I want to make sure we don't go too far before we bring you back into it. Support takes on different characteristics. It takes on different shapes and forms, and as Rosa was just sharing with you about her having a couple of issues with things, I did not know how to help her. I just knew that something like, look, I might have to throw this one back in the water. What did I get myself into? I might have to throw this fish back in the water.
Or you was gonna throw me back?
No, not at all. See, no. So my first question would be like, how can I help you? Because I didn't know what I was seeing. I knew I was seeing something. I didn't have a label for it. I didn't have a name for it. But I'm just saying that now and then, every 9 weeks, she pops off a little bit, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm up there eating my flakes in the morning, and then I'm just like, all right, it's gonna be a different day in San Diego. All right, so I've learned to support her, and support could just mean one, staying out of her way, giving her space, giving being more patient. And I'm not a patient person, by design. I'm just not.
Yeah,
but I'm learning to be. I'm learning to be patient with things that I normally wouldn't be. And excuse us, but evidently it's mosquito season again.
Exactly.
Or something. So
and I ain't got no clothes on.
Wait a minute. Yeah, we did wash, but we are still scratching. So another piece about supporting your spouse. I know we put finances up there, and y'all know, kind of like you keep looking at the video. Is one of my favorite subjects because. Because it is important, and oftentimes I don't think we just give it enough attention and energy to it. And even though I see so many people fall apart about and around finances,
I think that's one of the things you grow up not groomed to talking about.
Well, that's true. But things have gotten better.
Yeah,
things have gotten much better.
So it's a hard subject for some people.
And guess what? I'm going to be your pain in your behind, because guess what? I like talking about it. Yeah. I really, really do. And that does not mean that we're everywhere where we should be. I think we can do better, but everybody's going to say that about themselves. But I think we do probably better than the average couple, dare I say. Not that I would know that, but I'm just saying, right. At least we talk about it a lot. You know what I mean? And out of talk comes some action. Out of the action comes some results. And then, what gets measured gets done. So if you're saying, like, with Sharyn, are you sure you're putting away 30% or 20% or whatever the case may be? And numbers don't lie.
Yeah, she's a stickler for that.
I'm just like, hey, can we do so and so? No, we are over budget by at least 25%, sweetie. So the answer is yes. But what bank are you robbing this week to put the money back in the account?
And to give you all an example of where we were one time. So I am headed to New Orleans to help my daughter move. And so she has 2 storage units, done paying for that. She is coming away from school down in New Orleans, and she's gonna, go to school in New York now. She's been dealing with a whole lot of stuff. So, long story short, Sharyn said, well, how much do you think you're going to need
to do this trip
to make this? So I said, I'm gonna try to do everything in $1,500. And the only reason why is that big because I have to put new tires on her car
or whatever. It's a lot of other things. You're right.
Just a whole lot of stuff.
Right.
And driving it, gas, all of that.
Gotta eat.
So, Sharyn makes me think about a budget. Like, I'm just going, and whatever I need is whatever I need. You know what I'm saying? But when she asks me those questions, then it forces me to think about maybe like what stuff entails, and I'm like, I don't know, 2 tires would probably be $500, $600. I don't know. Like, you have to start putting prices on stuff, and I just have, I never thought about that before. Not that I have a lot of money, but it's just that, I just haven't thought about that.
And you were focused on the mission, which is let me go help my daughter and let me go help assist her to do what she's got to do. And I'm like, and as she's talking, I'm going cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And she forces me to think like that financially, which is great. That's a good thing for me. So, and another subscriber, I feel like I got some subscribers pin up right now. Put on there with the short of Sharyn winning her jackpot. She said, Sharyn must be the provider or something like that. And I'm like, because she won a jackpot?
I don't know where she got that from, really.
So, I don't know. I'm just saying we provide for each other.
Truly.
So, let's just clear that
air. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But back to the subject at hand. And the thing is...
But she do provide more. Let me just put that out there.
Well,
but okay.
I mean, you give what you can. And some of us can give a little, some can give a lot more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, you do things for me that's just absolutely priceless.
Right. That's true.
Had to slide that one in. It's that kind of weekend. Oh, baby, you're the best. But seriously, just it's not just knowing that what the situation is, but like I said, what you're going to do about it. Different people need different things at different times, right? And they also need it from different people. So as we're talking about the things, several things that you could do to support your partner, we have spirituality. How do you support your partner spiritually? One thing I give her space to do what she needs to do and to connect how she needs to connect.
Well, and to respect.
Right. And
respect whatever that is, that looks like for your partner. Because y'all know our story. I grew up Kojic, and I'm telling you, one of the big things in Kojic is that, you can't be unequally yoked.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that. So if you're not with somebody else that believes what you believe, then it
ain't gonna work.
It's not even supposed to be a connection.
Right, it's not even gonna be sanctioned.
So
right.
When I got with Sharyn's like the first Buddhist I've ever known.
Like what that mean? Yeah,
right. And I'm like, well, what y'all doing over in this land?
Right.
And she's explaining it to me. Mm-hmm. But I respect that. I respect how she's connecting to whoever she needs to connect to, and she respects who I need to connect to.
And how. And they need the space and
and for I chant with her sometimes, know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, she's explaining to me what it means, and I want to come into her space and learn a little bit, because you just never know.
And I don't poo her, even though, we have wonderful conversations about it, but and then she's also like, okay, Sunday morning or Wednesday morning, whatever, it's serious gospel music going on. Her favorite is the Winans and this and
Helen
that.
Baylor.
And this person, that person, and I had to let her know I cannot stand Kurt Franklin for whatever, we don't even know him, but it's something about that little man, I just find him odd. But in even, but the choirs are always good. So, and so, I might be coming home and it's just like, oh, we got to have 3 hours of this, but it's okay, because that's what it turns her on. And every morning we pray together, and we don't start the day without that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You turn in the parking lot, hold on, before we go any further. You know what I mean?
And I like the fact that you will come to church with me. If we get invited or if I have to work, because sometimes I got to work at the church, you'll come. I mean, you know, if somebody is a different faith, sometimes they're like, well, I can't step foot up in there. You know.
Please. No,
but I like the fact that you're open to that. And, you know, you do give me the respect that I need to do what I
and I find it interesting. I learned something that, and though I will say this, we did go to a local Baptist church, and we did talk to the pastor, and we let him know that we were a new couple, and you know, we just got married, and we basically said, "Is there room for us at your church?" He never said yes. And he didn't invite us back. So I guess this, you know, the message was, we don't want no lesbians coming up in here.
Not no ones, because I know he know he had something.
Right. Look, and he looked like his pants was a little too tight to be a straight man.
How you want to talk about?
He did. He was something.
That's what they wearing now. They wearing them little Pee Wee Herman tight pants. But
as a married man and a man of faith, they were a little too tight. You know, like I was going to have to give him a waiver. But anyway, I'm saying on a serious note. We did, you know what I mean, and that's you know, whether it was going to be that church or something. And of course, we can go to
denominational,
right? Easy for you to say today, right? You know, or whatever. But when we feel like plugging in, we plug in. You know what I mean? So I don't, like I said, I don't poo-poo anything. I love good music. I love good gospel music. Don't have me going to the church and your choir cannot sing. Do not do that. I'm gonna make a donation, and I'm like, okay, next, let's go to the other church.
Right.
You know. So, but anyway, all that to say that we give each other space to be who we are and express ourselves and connect to whatever you need to connect with, and it doesn't step on my toes. I don't step on hers, and we cool.
Yeah,
we cool.
That's so true.
Otherwise,
and even if no one is spiritually or no one is, you know, practicing
inclined.
Anything, just, you know, if you okay with that, if you are and your person's not, then, you know, you just respect them, respect their decision.
If someone says they're a non-believer, well, okay, and I still love you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, that's a little deep for me, but deep in the sense that
me too.
You know, I'm just like, you know,
but I think it's part of culturally being raised. Like Kojic, you can't, for somebody to be an atheist or a non, like
right. You
what that planet? Is so far.
Right. What planet are you from?
They're almost like sitting next to the devil. Like, oh my goodness, you sitting next to the devil, and.
Is it that bad?
And honestly, since I've worked here in California, I've met 3 openly, what do you call it? What am I talking about? The name of it.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I just lost
3 people who says that they are that they are atheists. Oh, 3 open.
Yeah, openly. Yeah.
Folks that says they're atheists.
Yeah.
But anyway,
which is okay.
And I worked with them. And when I tell you all, they are 3 of the best people that I know. Like, if you can just get that part out of your head, whatever they believe is what they believe. But how they treat me, and I see them treat other people, that's what I'm drawn to. It's like, so our belief is non-existent. But, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that opened my eyes to it. So I think we have to experience stuff to be okay and open to it, because just talking about it, I know some people are like, wait a minute, I ain't dealing with no atheists. Well, you don't even know the people you come in contact with, who is and who's not. Right. These are just 3 people that told me that they were.
Right.
And, you know.
Right. And
I'm
you still
okay
love
with that.
them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They're some of my good friends at work.
And you know, moving on to other ways to support your spouse, Rosa and I, we're constantly kicking around different business ideas and avenues and how to create a little bit more. You know,
stay tuned for that.
Get that side hustle. You know, going and creating some cash, if you will. And we enjoyed. We're formidable with the 2 of us together, and every now and then, you know, I'm trying to creep on into the leave me alone, I'm retired, I've already done what I'm going to do, let me and then she like, come on now. She pulls me in, I'm like, okay, you know, and you know,
I'm like, I know you know how to write a business plan, hook us up, you know, like that type stuff, you know, but we encourage each other when it comes to that. Well, even, you know, not even in the business world, just some of our likes. I enjoy doing a lot of different things. Skating or bowling. And
y'all see the videos.
Bowling.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Running, jumping, of course, I just enjoy being out and about. And
being very active.
Yes.
And there's some things I can totally support you on, and I'm on your rah-rah corner, or I'm going to run across the Coronado Bridge, and I just have to state for I was like, oh, I so did that in 1978. Just to let her know that's when I was in great shape, and I ran the Coronado Bridge too. Not lately, you know what I mean? I don't know if I could even walk it, but on the same token, I'm there for her. I'll meet you at the finish line. I'll take the photos and blah, 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 And so with support, I mean, like she wants to roller skate. You don't want to see me on roller skates. That is truly, you are trying to kill me.
Yeah.
You are trying, so.
But I think
I couldn't. What?
I think for me, just being a physical education major at Virginia State University, and also being an athlete all of my life, or most of my life, I should say. I just enjoy different aspects of different things. I'll play basketball for it. I love softball too. Played tennis when I was in college. So it's a lot of stuff that I just might want to pick a racket back up and do tennis again. You just never know. You just never know.
Right.
So, but I think also that's part of my ADHD as well.
Well. Notice we keep coming back to it. So we have her online to be committed by the 3rd week of December. Cut it out. Take another film. Take your minute. But with the physical fitness thing, in which I totally adore you for, you know what I mean? But there's some things I simply, not like I don't want to do, I can't do. Right. So I can come, and I'm not your cheerleader either. However, I will be for her, and I'll come like I remember when we were first dating, and she said, well, I'm running track today. I'm like, okay. She said, if you want to see me, come on up. Here's the directions, this and that. I go there. Well, I didn't know track meaning she's going to be running around and around and around for hours to me.
First of all, I wasn't running around.
It seemed like hours to me.
But
and
you've never been to a track meet, so it was confusing for you.
Never.
What was going on? If you all know anything about track and field, if you down on the field, it's a lot going on. So even when somebody's running on the track, somebody might be long jumping, somebody might be shot putting over here. It is a lot going on, a lot of moving parts. So if you've never been, then it is confusing.
And it wasn't just confusing. It was a lot, but it was like I just wanted to see her run and do something, do what she was going to do, and she did it, and then she did something else, and then she did something else, and I said, well, you have definitely picked a wildflower there.
Yeah, but you left early too.
How many times can I see you run
around?
I
think I'm going to get going, and and I'm like, okay.
Well, I didn't know I was supposed to stay all day. I mean,
it is an all day thing.
Look, same track, same people. I didn't know, okay, wonderful. You look great. Click, click. You know what I mean? Are you going to be available for dinner? So I had to come out of my world, because in my world, I just didn't do it, and I wasn't with people who did do it, though I understand it exists. That's fine, but it just wasn't what I was doing. You know what I mean? So then I'm saying, she's jumping up and leaping over stuff, and I said, well, body form looks good, but I'm just like the same track. I
get with her.
So anyhow, so we're very different people coming, and y'all know about the age difference. So I'm like, you know what I mean? I was like, can I get a casino run in? Will she know I'm gone? Can I come back in about 2 hours?
And when I first met Sharyn, and she said she went to the casino, and I'm just like, who can go to the casino and be there for 5 hours?
Right.
That's a work day to me. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm looking at her like, obviously she doesn't go to the casino. And then I'm thinking, like, I can cut it down to 2.5 hours, whatever, but I relax, I enjoy it.
But still, it didn't matter. If I was with her, I would just sit right beside her and let her play, and, maybe hit the machine next to her sometimes, just so people won't make me move.
Right.
I just wanted to support her and what some of the
this
stuff
is fun to me. I'm enjoying it. Plus, I'm one of the luckiest people you ever meet. Truly, and I take it as part of my blessings in this lifetime. So what we're talking about today is supporting your spouse, and in so many areas.
That looks like.
And whatever that looks like, whatever they need, whatever you're willing to give, and sometimes like, hey, we have people who have some of our friends are especially yours, people still in their careers or midway in their careers, their spouses are, helping out. Like, okay, I got the kids these 2 weekends, mama got them the next weekend, and this, so you can do your thing. And, so everybody can get fed.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like my stuff is important, yours not. And not to mention, we have 2 children, and we know children come first. Yeah. So no matter what I want to do or whatever, because I was just like, well, it's not either or. It's like, you need to do this, and I want to do that.
Right.
Guess what? We can both do what we want to do, because something, you got to do that.
Yeah.
You see, and I do understand that. I ain't gotta. I told for me, it's a want to, not a have to. So, but I also want to support her so she doesn't feel like, well, oh, do I have to do all things by myself? Where does the partnering come in?
Because I'm all about teamwork.
Yeah, and you are.
I'll be like, I love the teamwork. Just love teamwork.
You working that shirt, baby. You working that shirt. We need to wrap this up because you working that shirt.
You know what? I can't. But yeah. So whatever supporting, and it could be hard. Sometimes it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a challenge. But that's the beauty of it. You all are in this together. So if it's hard for you to even understand that, just think about how hard it is for your partner to, one, even admit to something might be going on, or 2, for y'all to even have that conversation. So it's gonna be, and it might be hard, but it is a conversation that needs to be had.
But you keep having the conversation, it gets easier and easier.
Yeah.
Especially if you if you really are starting with with your heart. I don't want to say your heart is pure, but you have sincere desire to assist your partner in helping her in certain areas, because just like she's helping you in some areas, you know what I mean, helping her in others.
Even with talking about my ADHD, I didn't even tell Sharyn about that for a while because I was nervous, and I think the more we talked about it, I'm able to even tell people, before it was
don't
just
you know Sharyn thought something. I said, oh Lord, I'm married a crazy woman.
But I'm just saying that to say I was nervous to talk to you about it because I just didn't. I'm like, I don't know what she's gonna think about, me about that, But the more we talked about it, and now she's just like, you take your meds, whatever the case may be.
Or recognize the things.
Now it's okay to even tell other people, so it's almost like, that weight's off your shoulder once you have that conversation. Right. It's like, that weight's off your shoulder, and now you all can begin the support. Like, what do I need to do to support you, and what does that support look like? And it may be something you don't know how to do, but you can seek help or go with your partner to get help. So that's another way of supporting them. So it is going to look different for everybody. Probably not going to look the same.
Right. Our list is going to be different from your list. People need different things from different people at different times. Right. Because there may be something on the list where, like, hey, you know what, sweetie, you have maxed me out. I don't think I'm the person that can help you with, but guess what? I'll go with you so that so that we are seeking the help that you need, and they're still making you part of it. Absolutely. And that's a good thing, because I care, the fact that you care and you're going to be there, and whatever comes, and now the challenge is not, or the burden, or the whatever, however you want to frame it, is not just on Rosa. It's on us. You say, no, me. I got a problem. No, we have a situation, and it's okay. But
it may come to the fact that when you go, you still may not understand. I remember when I dated a woman who was an alcoholic, and I went to AA meeting with her, and I didn't understand what was going on. I'm just sitting around the table, like, everybody's talking, doing their thing, and but it was the fact that I was there with her. Right. And we're going to go through this together if we need to go through this together, So whatever that looks like for you all. And it, could be, something small, something big. But whatever that is, you all need to have that conversation and figure out what the support looks like.
Right. And what I need from you, here's a support,
and be honest, and here's with what you need
that you can that you can contribute to, or not. You know what I mean? If it's just too much, it's too deep, it's too, hey, I didn't sign up for this, you'll know that too. Right. Gotta have a conversation. So absolutely, that's where we're at today. And I think we've chewed that enough, you know. But sometimes we get a little serious about some stuff because life is serious. Yeah. No doubt, So
we like to have fun because life shouldn't be everything serious. But at the same time, it is serious. It's some serious stuff going on.
Yes.
In this world today, and we need to think about us and our family and our partners and what that looks like in this crazy world, and how you can survive at this point.
Survive it. Be there for one another, protect each other.
It's gonna take teamwork.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
All right. So until next time, we're wishing you the very best
of all good things. Stay safe and stay woke and show support. Yay, we love you.